I move to place a growth moratorium on on residential construction in the city of Palm Coast. This would not apply to any commercial business or industrial construction.
At yesterday's City Council meeting, Mayor Mike Norris put forward a motion to enact a residential building moratorium. He had previously stated that he would only back a utility rate increase if the city approved such a measure. His motion continues.
The infrastructure is currently not in place to support future residential growth at this time, specifically our freshwater production capability and wastewater treatment systems. Again, my motion would be to adopt an ordinance enacting a residential construction and growth moratorium for a date uncertain to be reviewed annually to determine the continued necessity of this ordinance. Can I get a second? See no second, the motion dies.
Following the motion's failure, City Council reached a compromise, opting to delay $140 million in utility infrastructure upgrades in an effort to save residents about $7 to $9 per month on their utility bills by October 2028. Even with the postponement, the remaining infrastructure projects will still total $512 million, leading to a gradual increase in utility rates of $23 to $28 per month over time. The plan was approved in a 3-1 vote with Mayor Norris as the sole dissenting voice. He upheld his promise to oppose the utility rate increase after the council declined to approve a moratorium earlier in the meeting. Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, March 19th. Yesterday, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office led a multi-agency effort to save a man who was threatening to jump off the Interstate 95 overpass bridge above State Road 100 in Palm Coast. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Today, an individual climbed on 95 overpass with State Road 100 onto the sign, drinking a beer and threatening to commit suicide. This resulted in north and southbound lanes of Interstate 95 and part of State Road 100 to be closed under the interstate. Multiple deputies responded along with the fire department, and ultimately the fire department was able to use the bucket truck so the deputies in the fire department could rescue this individual and get him the help he needs. This is the second time this individual has attempted suicide in this manner. The first time was on Palm Coast Parkway at Interstate 95. Hopefully he will get long-term help that he obviously needs. I commend all the deputies, our negotiators, and the fire department for the team effort in saving this man's life, although it certainly inconvenienced many drivers in the area, especially on Interstate 95 and State Road 100.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Our coverage continues this week, featuring all 5 finalists for the position of city manager for the city of Palm Coast.
Michael Reese of Columbus, Ohio, is ready to join the ranks of Florida's leaders.
I'm used to working with elected officials. I've worked with over 40 during my career, including over 30 council members. So I know there's newly seated council members, and I would look forward to partnering with the council to prepare for the future and move the city forward. Water, wastewater, stormwater. I have extensive experience in all those areas.
He also supports all the activities Palm Coast has to offer.
I would look forward to advancing those and enhancing those as much as possible. It's very attractive to me. The fact that you're right there on the Atlantic Ocean with the intercoastal is very appealing.
The city of Palm Coast is moving forward in its search for a new city manager, having narrowed the field of candidates to 5 finalists who will participate in an on-site interview process on April 24th and 25th. A total of 38 candidates applied for the position. The city is planning a 2-day interview process to give candidates, city leaders, and the community multiple opportunities to connect. Following the interviews, the city council will convene for a special workshop on April 28th or 29th to select the next city manager. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
In other news, the city of Palm Coast is inviting residents to a groundbreaking ceremony this morning for its new Maintenance and Operations Center. The ceremony begins at 8:30 at 240 PV grade. The facility will enhance city services by improving operations for public works, stormwater, and utility departments. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.